Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkovic. Today we're going to talk about the three knives that are on me when I'm hunting and I'm in the woods all the time. These are three knives that I do not go hunt without, and some of the things that I used to use before. But first one, always on my pants, 100% of the time. Just like my Travis Styles one, my everyday carry knife here from Travis Styles, the Minuteman, is always in my pocket on my pants every day that I carry. Right here that you can see on a dangler. Well, I don't want to have to switch my knives every day between pants and stuff like that. So that one is my all the time EDC knife. This is my EDC hunting knife that's with me all the time. This is that Bradford Guardian 3V. It's a Bradford Guardian 3 in 3V steel. But I love this knife. I love the shape and size of it. It is a perfect do everything I need to in the woods knife. 99% of the time it's cutting vines or doing anything I need, or messing with things or switching the blades out on my Havalon. I will use this to pop the blades up, kick them out of there, things of that nature. It's a tool, but this will be on my side every single second, hanging on a dangler just like this one does right here as my EDC knife every day. The only difference being when I'm carrying it hunting, it's going to be this one. Just so, again, so I don't have to change knives from pants. So when I take these pants off and they sit on my office floor, they already have this one in it. When I take my hunting pants off, this is already connected to my hunting pants. It always stays there. My compass, everything stays right on there with me on that stuff. Maybe we'll do a pocket dump of my hunting pants here sometime for you. But this knife is always on my side, 100% of the time. This is a brand new version of it, but it's in my kill kit. I showed you that in the other video, but I always carry a Havalon Piranta knife, and I carry it in this container. This is the container that when you order new Havalon blades, they come in. They come in this plastic tube. Well, inside of there, what I do is a Havalon Piranta knife will actually fit inside of this tube perfectly. This one, like I said, brand new, never used, kind of my backup. But you can see, and there's a 60A blade. I don't like those. I like the 70A blades where they're rounded on the ends. But this knife is my processing knife, and it stays actually all the time in my kill kit, which is for example purposes, because I just made the video on it. It is right here, but you can see right there is a red Piranta in one of those tubes, and that is my kill kit that I take with me. This is that setup. So I have these two knives, this one on my side at all times when I'm out there, this one in my processing or kill kit setup that's with me out there all the time. And now the other one is a non-necessary, hope you never have to use, and I carried a few different ones for this. But especially with a lot of the places that I hunted when we were bear hunting in Ontario, it was mandatory that I carry these things with me. Same with being up in Quebec. There's a lot of places that are pretty remote. And even in northern Michigan, there's quite a few places that were pretty remote. And down here in Georgia, these swamps are nothing to be trifled with. So I like to have a knife with me that's capable of shelter building, capable of being able to make splints or anything I need to if I break an ankle or twist an ankle, blow a knee out, where I can use paracord or my bow line, or anything I need to get me out of there. But I want a knife that's capable of doing some actual tactics and chores and things of that. If I'm going to spend a night out there, I want a knife that's capable of a little bit of shelter building for me. Also processing wise, game processing wise, if I decide I want to take the ribs out of a hog, if this hog gets big enough that there's enough rib meat on there and I want to take it, I need a knife that I can actually baton through and take the ribs right off and split that thing and do what I want to with. Now I could probably do that with something like this, but I want something a little better for that, and I want a little more substantial of a knife with me. First originally started carrying the SE number 4 is what I was bringing out there to do that with, and it is a fantastic option. It is a heavy knife though, okay? These are heavy. You know when you are carrying this. This has got a lot of weight to it. Well, I went from that SE number 4 to when I do the hunts in Canada or those really remote hunts and things like that, I always brought my number 6. This is an SC6, and this thing weighs a lot. I mean, there's well over a pound of knife there. That's a lot a lot of knives. Now it's very capable, and it made me feel really good because I knew that I could get away with anything I need to for shelter building, firewood, or fire starting, even in the rain, anything I needed to do. This knife would handle it for me out there. True survival type knife, and anything I needed. So we had that. And if you compare these two side by side, you can see there is quite a difference between these two knives. Okay, this is a 4 and this is a 6. But again, even this one's pretty heavy. This one is ridiculously heavy, and I don't want to carry that on my pack all the time. But I wanted a knife with me. I always carry 3. Again, may sound stupid to a lot of people, but a lot of people are also not hunting alone and not hunting 5 miles or 4 miles from the truck and being out there when it gets dark then, and possibly having to, you know, like I said, bounce around sloughs, figure things out, find your way. There's times that it's pretty possible that you could end up spending a night out there. If that happens, I want something substantial enough to make me comfortable. This is a tool that will allow me to build what I need to be comfortable for that night. Everything from fire to, again, being able to set up ridge poles, to be able to do anything I need to do, that knife does it. But those are too big. So we found this one. We found this one a few months ago. I absolutely love it. This is the Cold Steel CRK, SRK, which stands for Search and Rescue Knife -C for compact. Okay, this knife weighs about the same, just a smidge more than this knife. This thing is so super lightweight, and yet it's so strong. So I've done full video review on it here. Again, and I don't plan on going out and beating this thing up on purpose. I'm carrying this as a hope to never ever use it knife. And for a $35 knife, which is what this thing cost, and it being quality, SR5 steel in it, cold steel, it's proven this thing can take a beating like you wouldn't believe, but it will also, like I said, if I want to bring hog ribs home, I can take this, put that right in there at the top of the sternum, grab a baton, grab a stick, and I can literally boom, 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 right down the ribs, flip them over, come right along the rest of the ribs. I can use this for anything I need to. Good enough that would allow me to be able to make shelter, good enough that would allow me to make a fire, to make feather sticks, to make kindling, to do anything I need to do. This would do it. And I'm not afraid to dig a hole with it. I'm not afraid to use it for something. Like I said, it is a very affordable knife, and it weighs next to nothing. So this is on my pack, or in my pack, 100% of the time. It's just always with me out there. So it is these 3 knives. When we look at what's out there with me, again, great knife but heavy, great knife but a little small. When we compare that, we put that together, they're very similar in size, but again, the weight difference between these two is massive. This one's so much lighter than an SE number 4. Okay, but that SE4 is great, but again, when we compare that to this SE number 6, we got a big difference there in size. Okay, would I rather have this with me? Yes. If I was going to a survival class or teaching something like that, then yes, I would take this one in a heartbeat because I'd want to. When I'm out hunting, I don't expect to ever have to use this knife other than, like I said, if I want to take ribs or something like that. I don't split pelvises, or if I just was in a hurry and it's pouring rain and I'm tired of trying to find a joint to get around to split, to take a leg off on an animal there, and if I'm trying to take a full shoulder roast on a hog and I don't want to fight that anymore, I can literally take this, put it on that joint, and then just go pop and snap it right through there. But it's just a very functional knife, but it's so lightweight. It weighs nothing, and so that's what I love about it. Strong, capable, functional, slip resistant, good steel, very affordable, and easy to carry and pack. So these are the 3 knives that are with me every single second when I'm in the woods. And again, if you're just hunting your backyard or your back 40, you probably don't need to have something like this. But I am public land in remote swamps, many, many miles with no cell service, all by myself out there. And I want this tool in case I need to make something or run into some kind of an emergency situation, as well as game processing. So there we go. That's my setup right there. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll have links to this stuff below for you.